Alright guys, I'm here with Brooke and Eddie Farrell from Australia. How are you guys going?
Good.
Hey.
Good? Mate, you guys have been living and training in Thailand for a while. Would you mind telling us a bit about that?
Yeah, well, we've been in Thailand for about 2.5 years now.
Yeah, almost 2.5 years, I think.
We started in Coast Millie at WMC,
Oh, yeah.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out there for 1.5 years. It was awesome, and we loved it there. But sort of, after 1 year and a bit, a little island, you outgrow it a bit.
Yeah.
So come up to Chiang Mai, back to Pai.
Yeah, that's, if I just might butt in, that's where I actually met you.
Oh yeah,
Up in Pai in Chan Chai Gym.
Yeah, Pai's awesome, hey. So it got such a good atmosphere there, and I don't know, it's just nice to be up in the mountains, really fresh, like instead of being around the city, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I live in Chiang Mai, but I love Pai too because it's well quiet.
Yeah.
We love it there, eh? It's like a little hippie reggae village.
Yeah.
Best feel to it, but
It's just so far. Like 3 hours doing that trip all the time, especially if you want to fight very often, you know, like getting close to airports or...
These run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that drive to and from Pai is not...
It's not even
one of my favourites. It's very windy.
Yeah, it's not even like it's
sick.
3 hours on a straight road.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours on a windy road.
Exactly. And you guys are now based out at Santai Muay Thai Gym in Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's the training regime like? I remember, Eddie, you were telling me that it's more of like a Thai style gym, more rather than a how do I put it, like a touristy gym.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling us a little bit about the format, like training wise, like what's the like running, skipping, like how do they regiment their training?
It's like a we knew it was a fighter's gym when we went there. And we were happy. That's why there's more guys to spar with. The Thais more serious. They actually have Thais training. There's like 10 to 15 Thais like train every day. Like not
It's
just
really hard to find a gym in Thailand that has full-time Thai fighters. Like, there's a lot that have like, obviously every gym has Thai trainers, but to find like passionate Thai fighters is really pretty
like
rare.
every gym has their Thai trainers that fight. You know, that they might run for 2 or 3 days, or maybe hit pads 20 kicks or something and fight for money. But these guys actually train and fight and fight in Bangkok and stuff. It's really good training.
And it's Bangkok style as well, like
What do you mean by that, Bangkok style?
So, like a lot of gyms that we've been to in Thailand, you have like a set class where you'll run through like technique with a partner, maybe do some like light drills, and then you'll do your pad work, which will usually be 3 rounds, like 4 if you're lucky, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
Whereas, and it's like a set class, so everyone's doing the same thing.
And it's good having that if you go on holiday and stuff, and you're always getting told what to do. Like you have to. It's not self-motivated like Santai and the Bangkok style. What we mean, it's like it's self-motivated. Like you run yourself, you skip, you do your own bag work, but then you have your like 5 fights with the trainer, 5 5-minute rounds, and it's like serious and hard, and you push yourself, and no one's holding your hand. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you got to kind of have your own routine, sort of like you got to have experience in training in Thailand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to know
or
what
just
you
be
have
a
to get
fighter
done.
and just be like willing. Like you still clinch for half an hour every day, and like they teach you there, and you learn there. But you learn just by sort of getting thrown on the ground and what the fuck happened there.
And just sort of touching on that, what do you find different about training in Thailand as opposed to when you guys were training in Australia? Good and bad can be anything you guys want to talk about.
Training in Australia is awesome. Like if you have like I think the smaller gyms are better because you have your trainer hold pads for your stuff. But most gyms are you partner up and you just hold pads for each other, just combos and stuff. And I'm not bagging that, but training in Thailand sort of ruins training in Australia.
I don't know, I think they both have their benefits though, Like here you have a Thai trainer for the whole of your session that really looks after you. But in Australia, you're training with like bigger, like for you, Eddie, you have like bigger guys to train with and stuff, and like the combos that they do are good for Australia fighting. But I think both the training suits the style of fighting that you do in either country.
You can get like better training in Thailand and Australia, and better training in Thailand. You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
Like if I inter-club spar in Australia, I get better sparring, and then but here I get more attention, more with the Thai trainers, more technique, more. I don't know.
They spend more time with you.
Yeah, I can still make it. I still definitely prefer to train him, so I can make it work here and just train lightly with the Thais instead of like going hard with a foreigner.
It's just different, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. It's good in both.
Yeah, I mean, like, and Eddie, fights I've watched of yours, nearly every time, your opponent has been a lot more experienced than you. But my point being is that you don't opt for easy fights. You're always testing yourself and fighting people that will make you a better fighter. Would you be able to talk a bit about your mindset when you go into these fights, and also how in Thailand the Thais, they don't really give a shit about your win-loss record? That's more of a foreigner thing, or an ego thing, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, mindset-wise, in Australia, my first couple of fights, I think everyone like struggles and gets nervous, and I still do now. But I try and use your nerves as energy and your focus, and like you just have clarity in your head. And I was seeing actually, since I struggle with like my mind game, I think everyone does. I've seen like a fighter's mind coach from the Gold Coast, Iggy McGowan, and he helped me just like focus and be. It's like called mindfulness, and just be present and don't think about it, and just like sort of react and respond to when you're in the ring. And
you just realise that you don't actually need to think about anything. You just go in there and trust in yourself and your skills. And
don't be going in like thinking, oh, I love my 1-2 hook, I want a high kick, knock him out. Like, don't think about anything. Just fucking be
do
there.
What you do.
I think you said it perfectly the other day. You just react.
Yeah.
You go in there. You do all the preparation you can. You got to be confident and believe in yourself, and know that when you step in that ring, you've done all you can. And as you just said, then you can't have pre-planned shit in your head. I'm going to throw this combo. It's just it hits you. You got to react.
Yeah.
What do you do? Speaking of fights, you have a bare knuckle fight coming up on November the 4th for Lithway in Myanmar. For those who don't know much about Lithway or Burmese boxing, would you mind explaining the rules? It's a savage sport to say the least.
It's the same as Muay Thai, except you can headbutt and you've got like no gloves on it, or I'm pretty sure you can just wear no gloves, but you're allowed to tape your hands up, and like whoever's fought in Thailand, like you bomb your hands up with like tape, and like anything's legal. So it's pretty much like sturdy hands that are bare knuckle, but and headbutts. What else?
What I found interesting is also if you get knocked out, your corner can call for a 2-minute timeout to try and revive you. What do you think about that idea? Are you a fan of that or not?
That's like the traditional Lethway rules were, but I think personally it's pretty stupid. I shouldn't say it because I'm fighting there, but the promotion I'm fighting on is and that's their tradition. It's cool, and I like the way it is. But I think just for like injury wise and stuff, you've been knocked.
And longevity.
He's beat you, he knocked you, and they give you 2 to 5 minutes to like revive you or whatever.
That could be quite dangerous.
You fucked up, and like if you've been knocked out, you don't even know what you're doing. They're shaking you, going, "Fucking let's fight," because they've got money behind it or whatever. Like get up and you just like nod your head because you don't know what's going on, and you get in there and fight again. Probably going to get knocked again because you're fucked. And I don't know. I'm not for it. Like the promotion I'm fighting on to broaden Lethway and make it grow. They've altered the rules a bit. You still got headbutts and no gloves and stuff, and any takedown, but they've taken that revive rule out. I think to make it more approachable to other countries, like Japan's jumped on board. It's massive in Japan now, and it's shown all over America and Canada and Europe on TV and shit.
I did see one in Japan last month. There was an Aussie guy. I forget his name. I think it was Harley Jackson or something. I've never heard of him, but he did all right. Brooke, as Eddie's husband or wife,
as his wife,
as Eddie's wife. So I told you, the only one that sounded like an idiot here is me. As Eddie's wife, how do you feel when you're watching him, particularly in Lithway? Because it is quite a vicious sport, and I have seen Eddie's face sometimes afterwards.
Yeah, I know. Well, when we were living down south, this is how long Eddie's been wanting to do bare knuckle. They used to have a show there where it'd be, what was it? They had like one fight per week of...
One fight out of the show was like bare knuckle card chip, whatever it's called. And
that's in Samili, is it?
Yeah,
I used to see those.
It's still on, and it's cool. It's like bare knuckle, but it's like the Thai version, like Thai fight. And
with the rope. So you've still got like, what is it? It's equivalent to 4 ounce, I think, or something?
Most Thailand shows like Thai fight and the other shows and the one in Samili, it's like rope, and then but they put like a small like karate glove or a 6 ounce glove underneath it and rope it up. Okay. So it's still, you still get fucked up, but it's
a bit more, but
this my most literally bare knuckle, and I think some shows in Thailand it is just like just rope. There are hardcore shows too, but a lot do have that karate glove underneath,
Yeah. Well, ever since then, Eddie's been wanting to do it, and back then, his trainer wouldn't let him do it, and he just kept begging like, "Oh, please let me do it. I really want to do it." And they kept saying no.
What was the trainer's reason for saying no?
I think he really, I don't know, he really liked us, but I think...
He just didn't really like the bare knuckle thing. Our trainer was really for like looking beautiful when you fight, and he just didn't like it. It was a bit scrappy.
And it is true, like left way and bare knuckle, it looks pretty fucking, it's like a street fight, It's just like swinging hard because you're wary of that one shot instead of
finish it.
Instead of like with gloves, you try cool techniques, and if it doesn't work, who cares? You get punched in the head. But here, you block and you punch right, but in Muay Thai you block and you kick back, but you just want to knock them,
Yeah. But what I was saying.
Sorry.
Fucking jumping in.
That's alright.
Too much coffee, mate. So he's been wanting to do it for a long time, and then he got this offer to fight left way, and I knew he wanted to do it. He said yes, so we went, and I was really nervous, obviously. And then after I don't know, what was it? One of the early rounds, he got like a massive cut under his eye and couldn't see. And I was like, oh my god, I was freaking out in the corner, like, oh, they have to stop it, like, he's too hurt, blah, blah, blah. And then after the round finished... but it was pretty bad. And then, after the round finished, Eddie was, walking back to the corner, and I was, looking at him like this, and then he just had the biggest smile on his face, and I was like, oh, he's having fun, he's fine.
I knew he was the cunt got me. I'm going to get you back.
Yeah, but I knew you liked it, so I was okay, But, I don't know, it does make me nervous, the no gloves thing, but it's what you want to do,
good money,
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to speak to you guys about something, as people who are living and training in Thailand for quite some time, and you guys have trained at a number of different gyms. Would you guys be able to talk about a little bit of the downside when it comes to getting too involved with gyms in Thailand? For example, politics, money, fallouts. You start to. Well, I found myself you join a gym and it's very family orientated, and they try to get you to all eat together and hang out after. And we did that with the one gym, but after a while, you get real friendly, and then you just start to find out other things that you don't really care about. Yeah. You just want to go and train, but you're hearing about all this. This person has a problem with this one, and this trainer doesn't get along with this trainer.
I think that's the experience as well. Saying you've been in Thailand for a long time as well. And
I think when we first came, we were a bit naive to all that,
Yeah, I think everyone is. I was myself, because you're in holiday mode. You're like, this is cool.
And you think it's going to be, you just go to training, do your thing. But the longer you are here, the more involved you get with everyone, and then different Westerners come on holidays, and then they bring in new politics with the trainers, and then it's just
a girl sleeps with one of the trainers, and then fucking the trainers they have a little fight, and then the trainers don't speak to her today, and she's
but then because we're there full time, they take it out on us.
That's just a little piece of it. It's so deep, and there's so many things. But now we just respect our trainer, and we try and keep the training, train hard, and do the right thing, but don't get too involved, Yeah. I know a lot of people do, and it works out even better for them, but we just learn, because they if they have a problem at home, since they have a friendship with you, they might just take shit out on you for no reason, that's what happened to us, and
and I think every gym is different as well, and I think it is a good idea if you do come maybe to like make sure you have like separate it a little bit, you know, so you go to training, do your thing, maybe don't spend like 24/7 at the gym with all the trainers and
definitely.
you know.
It's healthier to have training, have home, and have, you know, because a lot of people, you know, some sponsored fighters, they live at the gym, they sleep in the ring and stuff at some gyms, and then you can't just snap into training mode, and it's just too, it's all, you know, it's like
it's like at home, like if you had a gym at your home, it's hard to get motivated to go to the gym at home, you know, and like to work out with all the people you're living with, you know what I mean? So I don't know, for us, like it works better for us if we have like separate it a little bit more.
Absolutely. And just something I wanted to touch on with gyms. In Thailand, fighters seem to gym hop all the time, and they're always changing gyms. But in Australia, that's sort of frowned upon. It seems to be fine. Like if you're in Thailand, people train at so many different gyms. But if you're back home, it's like this is your gym. You train at this gym. What do you guys think about that? And would you be able to discuss some of the reasons why people gym hop in Thailand, particularly more so why people gym hop in Thailand?
Yeah, I think like a lot of people still frown upon it in Thailand.
It still is
as well.
Because the gym owners, you know, it's the same principles and stuff. But you know, I think fuck it, we still respect where we are. Like we spent 1.5 years in Koh Samui and didn't change gyms, and you know, and what town we are, we're just saying we're in Chiang Mai, we won't gym hop in that town. But if we want to move and go to Phuket, or something, like I think we're allowed to do that. I don't think we should be bound here, and you do grow more. Like when we have changed gyms, only like twice. More because we get too comfortable. I get a bit lazy, and you know that, and just potential and growth and stuff. You move and you push yourself, and I think it's okay.
Getting out of your comfort zone and moving, like it just broadens everything. It's like starting fresh again. So you've got to I don't know. Yeah, basically what Eddie said.
I see exactly.
I think it's healthy, and I think I've grown more by, you know, getting out of my comfort zone and going and trying to impress new trainers. And it's not like I do that all the time. You've done it once or twice, you know. But
a couple of times, but we have grown each time that we've moved, and it's been a really good decision every time.
Sometimes I feel it is good to change gyms because, especially I don't mean change gyms all the time, but I think it's good to, if you're not a fighter, to maybe try different gyms, because in Thailand, like a lot of gyms can be very set in their own ways, so it's the same thing every day, like the same process, and they don't change it up, and that's how you lose a lot of interest. You need to generate that.
I think, and so many different trainers and gyms have different things to teach you, you know. Like every gym has something different to offer, so especially, and the vibe as well is so different.
Massive.
Absolutely.
Like we've come on holiday before, before we moved to Thailand, we did a little tour and it was fun. But they changed so much. Like you should go on a holiday and you know, different styles. Some might be a clinching gym, some might be striking, some gym might be dead flat, and you know, and it's boring and it's shit. The trainers just want privates and it's just crap. And you know, if you think that's what Muay Thai is in Thailand is, you're missing out. So go on a holiday and fucking cruise around. It's okay. Like I don't care what people say. Whatever.
And what actually made you and your wife decide to leave Oz to pursue your dreams of becoming professional Muay Thai fighters and coming to Thailand?
I'll let Brooke answer. I've been talking too much.
Well, we came here we had a strength and conditioning fitness gym on the Gold Coast, and we came here with some of our members on a holiday to do training. And we loved it so much. We were speaking to some people who lived here. And we were like, oh, how good would that be if we could live here and make a living out of training? Like,
I think that's
my God.
Brody Stolter was...
Yeah, we were talking to Brody. And
Brody, he's awesome. I wouldn't mind having a chat with him sometime.
Yeah.
He's like the one, foreigner, flung, whatever, that hits pads like a Thai. Like, it's like, you stop and you look at him. Like, you see a good Thai hit pads, you're like, holy fuck, you watch him. I think it's because he's small and quick, and he's wicked, He's good.
And we were speaking to him and a few other people, and we were like, oh, that'd be so good, even just coming out here for 3 months, you know. And then we went home and we just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I don't know, me and Eddie are pretty like impulsive and we like adventure, you know.
Yeah.
So it was only like maybe we came back and then a couple of months later we'd sold our gym, sold our car, sold everything we had, and we were living in Thailand.
It was just lucky too. It was this dude who was just like loving what we were doing, our strength conditioning, and then he dead set walked in and offered to buy our car. Our
we
gym.
were like tossing up, like we're like, oh, how can we leave our members? Like we loved doing what we did, and it was the best job ever, like training people. And we were doing like positives and negatives and moving, and then like a couple of days later we met this guy, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll buy your gym.
I'll buy your phone bill, your car, everything. I'm like, your lease, like
the whole business basically, and said go.
Yeah, we didn't lose out, you know.
It just happened so easily, so we were like, oh, it's meant to be. And
Catch
then
you later.
yeah, it's been 2.5 years and we're still here.
And we brought our dog over and fucking not going back till he dies. So
awesome. Now, Eddie, I'm sitting here looking at your face, mate, and I can see some sweet scars. Have you got a tally for stitches on your face/head so far?
I thought you were going to say you got a secret. I'm like, yeah, I just had my fucking hands down.
That's my secret too.
Oh, I don't know what it is. I've got that one.
When you say that one, you mean above your...
Yeah, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are these cuts?
They're all being cuts. It's
But
not something
I don't know
like
how many. Do you know how many actual stitches?
I think it's like 50 or something. 50
Okay,
something.
so you probably got about another 300 till you catch up to John Wayne.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got a couple of questions just to finish up. Eddie, after your Lithuania fight, what's the plans for the rest of the year?
I want to get this one out of the way. I think Nick at Santai's got, hopefully, he said that the WPMF show's on and he can put me for the WPMF world title against Avatar or something.
Okay.
He's a Thai here and he's 76 kilos, so fuck, that's my dream. You know, that belt's awesome and I want that. And then that's December. And then January we've got a fight in the Philippines.
Oh, nice.
And
Is that Muay Thai?
Yeah, Muay Thai. But early December there's just a boxing match in Bangkok. I want to just have a boxing fight. And I think February, we've got Malaysia, the Z1, in Malaysia. That's a cool show.
Yeah.
And then we want to try and hack into China. Like we've got friends in China, and we want to.
Yeah, I really want to have a go at K1 as well at some stage.
Kickboxing, we flow good with it. Muay Thai, we love it. But it's just harder. Kickboxing's easier, you know.
And Brooke, what about yourself? You got some fights coming up?
Yeah, so I'm fighting tomorrow in Chiang Mai, and then I don't really know what after this one. I don't know. I want to kind of plan maybe like a couple more before the end of the year, and then I'll be with Eddie in where is it? Philippines and Malaysia.
Yeah, Philippines.
Early next year as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Eddie, Brooke, you guys got a dream matchup, and why? If you could fight anyone, who would it be and why?
It depends why you're fighting them and what reason. But like if you want to fight your idol, like they say, like
who do you
have your idols become rivals? I always idol like aggressive fighters that are just nuts, you know. So I would say I'd love to fight Toby Smith one day. So he'd still be fighting. That's not like a fucking I think he's like a mad style and be a nuts fight.
Yeah.
Not walking blood. Just like, but other than that, just like I grew up watching K1 and fighting like the Artikashenko, and he's the same weight now. He's gone up to like 80 kilos. He's juiced up now.
Okay.
And you know, just the guys growing up when you look at him and you want to fight him because you're like, wow, I'm on that level now. I want to fight. What about you, Brooke?
I don't know. I've never really thought about this. I just really want an Australian title and a world title, so whoever's got them, I'm fighting them. I don't know.
And the lucky last question, guys, before I'll let you head off. What's your plans for the future, for the foreseeable future? Stay in Thailand or travel around or head back to Oz eventually?
We just want to, we got no plans of moving from Thailand because we've got Sage and we would never leave him. And he's only 5, so he's still got years in him. And we just really want to be able to like travel the world and just do what we love and get paid for it. That's the dream.
Australia's awesome, but is it really sustainable? You have to work. You have to work. And here we've got it pretty down pat. And maybe go home every 6 months and do a month's work. Got a mate who owns a security company that gives me a month's work and come back. We don't really need to. Like we've got it. We live like Thailand. We like eating cheap and we're happy. Yeah. And travel the world for free. Get paid a little bit. Like
that's why we want to fight in different countries so we can still like travel and
it does our visas too.
Yeah.
And it gets it gets your name out there as well.
Yeah, we love it here, man.
All right, guys. Lastly, is there anyone you'd like to thank or give a shout out to? It's all yours.
We better do the sponsors because they help us stay here.
Yeah. So Phuket Pro Nutrition, they've been like helping us out with supplements for a while now. So
support, supplement, nutrition, like they've just been James and Eric are awesome. Neptune Security and Darwin, Australia.
They help us out when we go back as well with work.
They help us out with work, and when I fight, they help us. They give us some money just to do their logo and rep the company that I've been working for.
Nice one, fella, guys.
And book your Mongkong.
Oh yeah, Lionheart Mongkongs. They just sent me a brand new Mongkong hanging up there. So beautiful.
Speaking of. Yes.
Glenn Hart does amazing Mongkongs.
Shout out to you, Glenn. And I'm hopefully going to have a chat with you sometime in the near future as well.
I better say, Fight Performance Industries.
Yeah, they helped us out with training program for 6 weeks. So Eddie's been going hard for his left leg and
strength conditioning and power and Fighter's Friend natural tinctures that they do like anti-inflammatory. Like they're really good.
Yeah, actually, I hurt my knee last week and it was blown up the size of a golf ball and I've been taking the anti-inflammatory one and I swear to God it's helped me so much.
Works a charm.
Yeah.
And lastly, if people want to get in contact with you or have a look at your videos or get at you for shows, if they want you on shows, how can they contact you?
Oh, just hit us up on Facebook. I'm pretty good. Facebook's like does everything now, eh?
Yep, and
just message on Facebook, Eddie Farrell or Brooke Farrell.
We got a Fighting
Farrell's athlete page.
Yeah, go.
We try to get that out there so we can get fights and stuff. Or we just love Muay Thai.
It's just called the Fighting Farrells on Facebook if you search it.
The Fighting Farrells, guys, on Facebook if you search it, or you can look up Eddie Farrell and Brooke Farrell. Guys, thanks very much for your time.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for having us.